a newly leaked Warbond and a new stratagem that may be inbound soon. We also have an update on the recent bugged missions, as well as an update by the CEO. All in today's video, guys, so stick around till the end. This is going to be a good one. To start things off, the user said right here, I know this question referenced to the update probably, but I'm hoping weapons or other utilities have a bigger presence in future Warbonds. The focus on cosmetics is super exciting to me. And then Shams pretty much responded and went on to say this. Our intent is that long term, the updates, Warbonds and stuff will be more comprehensive. We want to deepen the core experience and widen it. I mean, it's kind of all over the place at the moment. Some people really like the idea of skins and how the Warbonds are at the moment, and others really dislike it. But if I'm honest with a lot of you, I do agree with you to an extent. I mean, I like the idea of patterns, but wouldn't you rather more content in the Warbonds, variety, even maybe custom colours? Which won't ever happen, I don't think. And maybe that's a good thing, since we don't want to take away the core aspect of the game and, well, make it like Call of Duty. So maybe it's the right choice. Now let's take a look at the first leak here by Asunder, a great leaker. This is what he had to say. Take this with a grain of salt. No models are in the files at the moment. Files only have text. So if we go and have a look at what the text says, this is what it reads. Freedom's Flame or Unknown. Dragonaut, these two are likely a pair. Salamander, Heat Seeker and Firefighter. Primary SG451, secondary P72, primary or stratagem Flam 66. Possible titles: Fire Safety Officer, Torture, Unknown, could be emote, pose, cape or player card, Cookout, Torture, Crisper. Now we do have some patterns and it gives us an idea of what it may be. Safety Orange Shuttle pattern, Safety Orange Hellpod pattern, Safety Orange Exosuit pattern. And the good news is, guys, we do have some armor bonuses right here for the fire resistance, which says possibly 75% fire damage reduction, could be Freedom's Flame or Fire Safety Officer. So yeah, take it with a pinch of salt. It's not that the leak is fake or anything like that, it's just it yet has to be confirmed. Personally, if we are getting a Fire Warbond, I am all in. I mean, I'll take that. The last one had very mixed feelings, but in general, I'd say these changes will make the future Warbond so much better. I mean, the previous Warbond, which was obviously like the Rambo kind of like Alien vs Predator type of Warbond, I think was the best thing we've had so far, and I think themes is the best way forward. Moving on now, Pilstead said it's essentially an apple that tastes like bacon. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us wouldn't mind that, you know, an apple that tastes like bacon. Referring to the cosmetics, I mean. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts about the cosmetics? Let me know in the comments. Would you rather more weapons and armor or more cosmetics? We had a user here who asked about the variety of passives for armor. He says, how many new armor passives are in the works for the future? Variety is always better. And then Shams wrote back and said, I don't know, but I hope a lot more. I personally find them a little underwhelming. I wish they did more than just 1 or 2 things, but I'm sure the design team has lots of great plans. Now, I'd like to see some more unique armor passives, maybe for the helmets as well. You know, at least having something unique about them. Like, for example, on the topic of armor, maybe a passive could be if you are low on ammo, you do double damage. You know, just something simple like that. We have a user over on Discord who responded to the answer of the question and said, so does that mean all of the bugs introduced won't be addressed until the next big update, or will there be hot fixes for them? And then Shams responded saying this, if not then, surely thereafter. We're aware of most of them, and most importantly to me, I want to make sure that updates don't break so many old stuff. We need to do more regression testing. And if I'm honest with you, I think most of the community, if not half, will agree they definitely need to do more testing for updates and just everything in general, because everything that seems to be releasing at the moment, mainly missions, just seems to be so buggy. And you know, we've been here already with the Dark Fluid mission, and we're here again. They keep obviously mentioning about this and slowing down their cadence, yet we're going around in circles. Literally, we're going around in circles. Don't you agree that we're going around in circles? Because I'm seeing a pattern here, literally. Now, this is exciting. We're going to take a look at some new stratagems. It is not footage at the moment. That is later in the video. But we actually have a screenshot that says, stratagem types added this patch. Cover, grenade launcher, incendiary, carpet bomb, mini missile, cover grenade launcher, displacement backpack, orbital illumination flare, laser guided missile. Now, a lot of these here have actually been leaked already. So obviously the carpet bomb has been about for some time, the mini missile, the orbital illumination flare, that's been floating around for some time, as well as obviously the grenade launcher incendiary. But from what I can see, the cover grenade launcher, cover laser guided missile launcher and the displacement backpack is the stratagems here that are the newest leaks from what I know. But there's actually one thing I want to point out here, guys. The grenade launcher incendiary also apparently has a stun grenade launcher as well. We are going to be taking a look at some footage of this later in the video. Now, this is a pretty good question. A user asked this question and said, will you hire people who can make this game actually good? It's been very hard to enjoy, one of my favourites for a while now. Shams then went on to reply saying, what's missing for it to be good? Can you create a story mode for co-op with epic moments and tragic scenes? Personally, I would not mind a story mode game or even a movie, but he is right. I mean, it would require a hell of a lot of work. Maybe in the future, who knows, because obviously we don't know what obviously the future holds for this game and this company, but that would be really cool, a Helldivers 2 campaign and maybe even a movie. You know, there's so much they could do with this game, but you know, one thing at a time. One thing I want to point out before we move on is the new jungle biome just dropped. I'm not going over it in this video fully, but I thought I'd just mention it for any of you who don't know it's out yet. And ironically, right, regarding the most recent major order, if you haven't been playing Helldivers 2 for like quite a while now, one major order was to rescue the children from the automatons, and now one of the missions is to nuke the nurseries, which is so ironic if you ask me. Firstly, we was rescuing the children in the most recent major order, and now we are nuking the Terminid nurseries. Unfortunately though, this did have a lot of bugs, which meant many couldn't enjoy it. Even after a patch release to supposedly fix the bugs, it's actually made things a hell of a lot worse. Now we are moving on and talking about the latest patch and how buggy it has been for many players. So let's start with the Hive Buster mission. We have just received a patch obviously, which is supposed to clear up a lot of the bugs. Some of the bugs included was the ground isn't basically solid, so you'd fall straight through it. And another was where you'd basically drop onto the planet, call down the drill, and nothing works. It isn't functional. This was basically very, very game breaking, which sucks because you cannot actually do the mission. Anyway, apparently a lot of this was fixed when the latest patch obviously dropped, but it actually apparently made things 10 times worse and it made new issues arise. So yeah, the patch was kind of worthless to an extent. And as I said before, this is a repeat of the Dark Fluid mission, guys, all over again. We're going around in circles constantly. So I guess extensive testing isn't really being done. As much as I love this game, you know, it's a badass game, I can't ignore the facts. There was actually one Reddit user that encountered this bug and said this: how come we couldn't access the control panel on this hive drill? This game was rough. Not only was it a 3-man hell dive, one of our guys was AFK for most of the game, and we are getting absolutely cooked on the very first drill. Just endless titans, charges and breaches. We couldn't get close to that drill until the last 10 minutes of the mission. Somehow we miraculously cleared the first drill and had 10 minutes to run across half of the map and finish the last 2 drills. Somehow we did the next one with 3 minutes remaining, and we get to the last drill skating by our teeth, only to find we can't activate the panel. The objective tells us to activate the drill and we can't. After all that work, hell, I set a new personal record in kills for nothing. Just couldn't finish the last objective. What did we do wrong? What did we miss? Please don't tell me one of the most intense games I've played was ruined because of this. Pretty much the same thing as what we had before with obviously the Dark Fluid missions, I said, where loads of obviously the bugs were spawning on the drill and breaking it instantaneously. But on the other hand, with this mission, you know, this main major order event to take down obviously the nurseries, the difference was you can actually start the mission with this major game breaking bug. Next, we are talking about the clan system. This was leaked over on Reddit recently, so expect clans, platoons and stuff like that to enter the game very, very soon, or maybe in the near future. This is what it says: welcome to the platoon page. You are currently not part of a platoon, but you can create your own, or be invited to an existing platoon by a fellow Helldiver. Super Earth studies have shown that Helldivers in a platoon have a 37% higher survival rate and democratic engagement. Join one. And on the top of this, guys, there is a clan station which looks absolutely sick, which this is what I guess the clan station is, and yeah, look, it looks pretty badass. There also may be some stratagems that are locked behind the clan system. Missions, clan station, Thief Squad, missions, clan station, nuke. Take this with a pinch of salt, guys. I don't know if this is going to arrive or not, but it is leaked files from the game apparently. Now, do you guys think this is a good thing, locking stratagems behind clans. But ultimately guys, this obviously game is based around stratagems, and I do think to myself, maybe it's not a good idea to lock certain stratagems behind platoons and clans. I mean, again, this is all speculation, so it may not happen, but do you really think it's a good idea if it did actually enter the game? Considering at the moment you can choose whatever stratagem you want when you deploy, no matter what. Lastly, we are going to take a look at a new stratagem. This is basically the grenade launcher, but incendiary. As I said when I was reading the screenshots earlier of the leaks, I did obviously cover this in a previous leak video. But what's really cool about this is you can actually get a stun grenade launcher as well, which I reckon would come in handy. I do actually have a new video coming soon covering all the recent leaks from the past 2 months to now, and also another video covering a load of new weapons and stratagems, which part of it is actually related to this recent grenade launcher leak, because it's not just the new incendiary and stun grenade variants that have leaked, there is also another one, a new defense placement variant as well. Anyway guys, if you have watched until now, I'm so thankful for your time. You guys are all legends. If you want to see more news, leaks and updates, be sure to subscribe and I will make more videos like this. And also if you really enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the hell out of that like button. So yeah guys, without further ado, I will see you Helldivers in the next one. Go and conquer the galaxy for democracy. And I will see you in the next one guys. Okay, I will see you in the next one.